Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition. Well, last time you remember we cleared out Wolfskull Cave and we helped Shegaroth with restoring the mind of the dead Mad Emperor. So now we can do what we came here originally to do and turn in our quests.
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolfskull Cave?
Some necromancers were attempting to summon and bind Potima.
Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them.
Well, I could tell you that, but no, seriously, I interrupted their ritual.
You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema.
Sounds like a personal
I
problem.
shudder at the thought.
Okay, so 1,000 gold for that.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
And Elsa seems to rely on you a great deal.
She still mourns greatly for her husband, High King Torrig. So she leaves many of the courtly details to me.
Yeah.
Anyone with a stout heart like yours is welcome here.
And the executioner who sent us to go do his dirty work is out here somewhere. Alright, we'll wait and see how long it takes him to get up and around.
You heard of Ravenscar Hollow? Cave on island to the west. Place is a roost for those foul hag-ravens.
Does this guy never leave the house? Alright, fine.
You're not supposed to...
Huh?
Hey, you're not supposed to be in here.
You're supposed to be giving me a
This is the
quest.
last time I'll say it. Get out.
Alright, fine, fine.
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon could... You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve. That's a load off my mind. Here's your pay.
Wow, 1250. Not bad. And now we can recruit him as a companion, but
Keep your head about you.
don't really want to. And let's see, how much money does that give me at the moment? 21,000, not quite enough for what I needed to do. But as long as we're here... I think I can go ahead and ask about my next little step in my
She's the one who instructed
plan.
me in sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
You'd think the palace would have bigger gates than this, I'm just saying.
Be quick.
There's
I have
something
little patience for
personal I was hoping you would do for me.
What can I do for you?
Falk told me what you did for us at Wolfskull Cave. He says you're someone we can trust.
No, really, I am.
In the Empire. When we buried my husband, I made offerings to all the gods, except Talos. I would like you to take an item of his, a war horn handed down from his father, and place it at a shrine of Talos.
I'd be honored to help.
Thank you. It would mean a lot to me.
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
It's a fine
You're
day
trying
with
my
you around.
patience.
Yeah, let's see.
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
And let's see. Do I have anything I can just throw at her? Yes, I still have the hip bone. I don't know why. I'm not sure how I went up in the fine boots, fine clothes, and fine hat. Oh, yeah, Sugaroff put them on me. And I am now standing here naked.
Take care of your...
You know, we'll go ahead and switch into the Nordic stuff.
And always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood. Surely you have something better to do.
Yeah, but...
Stay guarded. You never know what could be out there.
Okay, so we'll take this new quest that we just got. And it is, well, a bit north of Grey Winter Watch. Can't fast travel from here. But yeah, this is typical of the hypocrisy of the Empire and the Nord-friendly Empire. It's like, yeah, hey, we totally agree with you banning the worship of Talos. Could you please go do this for me? Mind you, the hypocrisy of the Stormcloaks isn't much better. As I've noted before, Jarl Ulfric is more than happy to turn a blind eye to the actions of some of his followers, vis-a-vis... Oh, heck. Oh, are there two of them down there? There are. Hey, I just had a wacky idea. Aw, he used to be able to work the Wabbajock on the dragons. Alright. We will go ahead and switch to Glass Arrow. Glass Bow. And... Oh, seriously, Cat? Now? Hey, maybe the dragons will fight each other.
You're as good as dead. You're as good as dead.
This is the worst place to be standing to face a dragon. Okay, well, there's one down.
I'm itching for a fight. No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear. All set. Let's go. People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel.
I wonder why they say that.
It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
Well, at least we got the more powerful of the two dragons. And there we go. Mission accomplished.
Everything all right?
Well, apart from me having been breathed on by a bloody huge dragon, just fine. Peachy, thank you. And, she's sleeping in, isn't she?
I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood.
It's a
but there's
fine day
something
with you
about it that
around.
makes me feel alive.
I placed the horn at the shrine.
Falk said I could count on you. You have more than earned the right to purchase property and take the next step to becoming a Thane. Speak to Falk when you have the funds, and thank you.
And we can talk with her a little bit more about the plot of the Civil War. So, let's go with why did Ulfric kill your husband?
Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen.
Anything else you need?
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property in my city. You help my people and purchase a house from my steward, and I'll make you my Thane.
It will be an honor.
Good luck to you.
Now, I've actually done quite a bit to help people around here. In fact, I only need one more, and let's go ahead and ask the last one. Do you trust General Tullius?
A question I am all too familiar with. One my very thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have?
Well, you know, giving the job to somebody competent who actually rules and isn't just a puppet for the Empire. But, you know, that's just a thought.
Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Now, there is one piece of land in this town, but it is ludicrously expensive.
Do you have business with the court? Splendid. There's a house available right now. Very well. Just let me know.
So yeah, cannot afford the 25,000 yet.
People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel.
One more quest and a fair bit of looting, though, and I think we should be well on the way to that.
What do you need?
Well, let's see if we can find any more people in need. Although I think I suspect I know what quest I will have to do next, and, what the heck. We're going to do it eventually anyway. We're going back to school.
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace on many occasions. His late lordship was quite the admirer.
I'll bet. Anyway.
My position.
You were saying?
What a fascinating time to be alive. Mark me. These days will be remembered long after we're gone.
And I can get training in the art of speech from him.
Return to my papers.
It is my personal mission to ensure that the Bard's College preserves the great deeds of the past in both poetry and song.
What do you know about dragons?
Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested.
Has the war affected the college much?
Not much. But as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times. But the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era.
I'd like to apply for the college.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people.
And yet I keep finding graduates
We
everywhere.
ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
Does it involve drinking and winching?
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
And this is where I come in.
Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
So just what is the Poetic Edda?
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
Alright. Why did she forbid the festival?
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Good to meet a prospective bard.
Oh, what the heck.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Got money enough that could help. He said, you could tell me about the Poetic Edda.
Well, you've come to the right place.
So you said.
Well, you've come to the right place.
I am trying to ask about the poem.
Well, you've come to the right place. Well, you've come to the right place. Well, you've come to the right place. He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time.
So it's a lost part of the Edda.
And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself.
Alright, so I have to
Careful.
go to...
You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
Oh, I'd bet on it. And that is a tomb we haven't gotten to yet, but it's not too far from the crab shanty.
You're new here, right? Well, you know, I don't get the
Well, we should be able to journey there, and then next time, we'll go ahead and head on in. And school conjuration used to raise the dead, summon demons, blah blah blah. Well, this is a surprisingly gentle slope up to the dead men's party.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him.
Yep. That is a dead man's respite, all right. Now, since this one appears to be pretty easy to get into, let's see, got that. That one. You do that one. I've actually gotten most of my... Yeah, I don't even have a scroll on that one anymore. Yeah, well, you know what? This one does take a while. I don't seem to have any quick quests. So we'll just go ahead and make this one a short chapter, and next time we will go and explore this barrow and find the lost verse. We'll see you next time.